What's going on, everybody? I hope you're doing well. You know what time it is. It's time for the What's on Deck show. We've never introed it that way, but why not today? I don't know. Anyway, what's on deck? The loading screen. This is the loading screen. We're getting a solid 60 frames per second here. Actually, this is my loading screen. Look at that. What do you think? Pretty epic, huh? So, what game are we going to play today? Well, I had a special request. Somebody was asking me to check out Halo Master Chief Collection, so that's what we're going to do. That's what's on deck today. Halo Master Chief Collection. Is it Steam Deck verified? No, it's not. It says a big old no Ghostbuster sign. Does that matter? No, it doesn't. So, when you launch this for the first time, it's going to say, hey, do you want to load the anti-cheat version or the not anti-cheat version? I loaded the anti-cheat version, and then it gives me an error when I get into it, but I don't care because I'm just playing the campaign. I'm not playing it online. I think you would need to load the non-anti-cheat version if you wanted to try to play it online in Linux, and I don't even know. I don't know if that's true. All right, let's get to it. Dock it up. All right, we got it docked up. I'm using my Xbox controller here. You can see the telemetry for the Steam Deck is up top. Let's make sure that we don't have any like frame rate stuff capped, which we currently do. We're going to just turn that off. Good to go. We're going to go to campaigns, and I'm just going to do the Halo 1 CE anniversary. So let's check out the collector's. I guess this is the collector's edition. So I just played it for 5 seconds. We're just going to resume. I'm not running any special Proton versions or anything like that. And if you were wondering, like, you can check that stuff. So like when you're getting into the game and stuff prior to launching into the game, I'll just show you real quick. So if I go view game details, this takes you kind of to the main page. And if I come over here to this little gear icon, go down to properties, this is where you can change where the compatibility is. So this is where you would actually force a Proton version, but we're not going to do that here because I was able to launch it without it. What does that do? That's essentially like a container that allows you to run Windows-based items in a Linux platform. There you go. So let's go ahead and get back into the game. So we're in the game. Halo with a controller is pretty common. Like, that's Xbox. Everybody played this thing on Xbox. But if you can play with a keyboard and mouse, I like it better that way. It's way snappier. And you can do that on the Steam Deck, which is really cool. But for this video, we're going to do it with the Xbox controller. So we're right in the very beginning. We're not even fighting anything yet. We just got our gun. Oh, bow, 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 bow. This is the very beginning. You can see we're getting 60 frames per second pretty easily. The game looks pretty good. I must say, it is pretty nice. We're sitting at 720p resolution right now. This is the Halo CE Anniversary Edition. I'm curious, should we like maybe try to jump into the settings, just confirm everything? We got the video full screen. I do have it to the actual true native resolution of the Steam Deck, which is 1280 by 800. You usually don't see this. I usually say 720p, and that's because most games don't even program the ability to do 800p, but the actual Steam Deck screen is 800p, but most games run at 720p. I just kind of use that terminology to keep it simple, and statistically speaking, more people are going to be watching this channel that don't know about 800p than they do about 720p. Everybody knows about 720p. All right, so this plays really well. I kind of want to like jump out and let's check out another one. Let's see what like Halo. Let's play a newer one. Let's see what Halo 4 is like. I'm just gonna play it on easy. Oh, or missing the content. Darn, I didn't install these, so I guess I gotta install those. Well, we're not playing that one right now, so we're just gonna... It won't just let me play it magically, right? Yeah, okay, it's still saying it's missing content. That's downloading 20 gigs, so... What do we have? We have Halo Reach installed. Oh, I need Halo 4. So we just have Halo CE installed right now, I'm sorry. But I guess we also have Halo Reach. Let's try Halo Reach. Let's go back. Halo Reach. Let's do a quick start, easy. So this game is a lot newer than the first Halo. So we'll see what we get for frames per second in this. We'll check out the settings in this one. And I think that just covering these two games is probably a pretty good first steps on wondering how this plays on the Steam Deck. I mean, it is working, but we got the beginning intro here. Can I skip that? Let's go check the settings out. Go to the video. Everything is still set as is. See, it's weird now. Now that we're sitting at 800, you can see there's bars on the screen, where if I go to 720p, it gets rid of the bars. That's another reason why I usually don't sit at 800p. But if I change this down to this, which I'm not going to right now, I don't want it to like resync and get all weird on me. Sometimes does that, especially since I'm sending it out to my caption device. Can we skip this? I want to skip it. Well, looks pretty good so far. I mean, the cutscene's running really well. No stutteriness. I did see some stutteriness when I was in the beginning cutscene of the very first Halo. Just like, it would drop down to like 2 frames per second. You didn't see that on the video, but when I was playing it last night and just checking it out, I did see that, so I want you to know about that. But that was just kind of like in the very, very beginning when you're like checking how your camera moves and stuff. Just like those beginning scenes. As you saw when we were shooting those guys just a minute ago, that all played pretty well. And there was a lot more action happening in that scene than there was in the previous scene. Do you like these settings? Sure. Still doing the whole setting. Okay, thank you for letting me change the settings. Woo! So now we are playing Halo Reach on the Steam Deck. We're getting about... See, this one is not running as solid. We're getting a little bit more of a deviation of frames per second here. So, that's interesting. We have... 43 frames per second. We're getting to 50 frames per second. It's not very stable. But again, this is not a supported Steam Deck game. So the fact that we're even like able to play this and like do it fairly well, like I think this looks great. I would play this game all day long like this. I don't care. Like, this looks like Halo Reach to me. You know, I wish the frame rate would sit at 60. You might be able to get it to sit at 60 if you fix it. Don't shoot the birdies. How dare you? How dare you? I'm sorry. It's just a video game. They scared me. The birdies scared me. Speaking of scary birds, thank goodness that pterodactyls don't actually live by my house. This just gave me like the abandoned Jurassic Park vibes, so I thought about dinosaurs. I'm sorry. Oh, it's George. What's up, George? Wait, I want to get out of here. No, take me to the casa. So the gun shootages is pretty good. I'm sorry, I'm just being silly. Yeah, let's get going. Let's go shoot things, guys. Come on, everybody. Run, 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 run and jump. I can be your backpack while you run. That's one of my favorite jams. Everybody knows that jam. The bad lip reading stuff it's like a YouTube staple. What is that? Oh, dude, that's too bad. Oh man, they hung you up to dry or something. That's weird. That's weird. Why did they hang you on that post? I'm so freaked out right now. Why? Don't hang me up on a post, people. Oh my gosh. This is terrifying. Come on. Where's the action at? This is abandoned. Where are the monsters? My team's way behind me. They're so slow. Come on, guys. Throw a grenade. Okay, we're going to throw a grenade when I find guys to throw grenades at, okay? There's a grenade. Okay, we're getting 40 frames per second, 62 frames per second, 37 frames per second, 33 frames per second. Look at that. They're jumping up all over the place. It's like a bunch of jumping beans. My frame rate is jumping bean. Throw grenades because they're mean. I'm freaking singing a song. Woo! Oh, we jumped down to like 20 frames per second there. So, would you play this? Could you play this? Should you play this? I feel like I'm Mr. Rogers all of a sudden. I think you could play this. I don't think this is a big deal. If anything, the more people that are playing this on the Steam Deck, then Microsoft Studios or whoever's in charge of like optimizing this for the Steam Deck will, you know, see that there's effort and kind of like it's needed. They need to put the effort into making this play better because lots of people want to play it. I always say that I'm a big fan that even if the device, even if the game isn't supported on the device, you should still try to play it because there is like information that's being recorded. Like Valve knows that you've launched that game even though it's unsupported, so it might even prompt me saying, hey, what was your experience of playing that on the Steam Deck, so I can give them my feedback as well. It is a bit jumpy. You might be able to get more of a stable frame rate, say if you ran it in a Proton version, like experimental or one of the Proton GEs, but let's bring me back up to full screen here. So there we go. That's Halo Master Chief Collection on the Steam Deck. Is it supported? No, but it plays. Maybe not the greatest. We got crazy frame rate jumpage there from anywhere from 20 frames per second up to 64 frames per second. So take it with what you will. I would say that if you're going to try to play this, try a couple different Proton versions. Try to repeat the same board over and over again when you try those different versions as a good measuring stick, and then use that to find out if that version of Proton really helps or not. So thanks a lot for watching, everybody. If you're new here, think about liking and subscribing, and I appreciate you. Thanks. Peace.